Hey, in this video, I will show you one of the most powerful features inside of CloneDesk, namely channels. As you can see in my screen, I show you all the different channels that we are currently using in the CloneDesk organization, so for ourselves. You can see that we have a lot of check tasks, we have a lot of IT tasks, number of tasks, shows how many tasks that you have for a specific channel. You can search for them, so I can just search for content, and then it gives me all the different channels that we have in the content section. We haven't produced that much content, so there's not a lot, but there are quite a few channels throughout CloneDesk. Now, what you have to see is that channels are like hashtags in social media. And the reason why we chose channels over categories or departments or whatever is that they are a lot more flexible. And if you think about it, it gives you a lot of power to distribute work and how to manage stuff. Now, let me give you some basic things about channels. So the settings that you have for each channel. First of all, you have default role, which is for the organization manager and owner, is that they have show rights. So they see everything. But if you have only manager rights inside of a specific project, for example, in our case, CloneDesk Marketing, and you have manager rights, you will only be able to see the stuff in a specific channel, for example, in content. So if I hire a new content marketing person, what I have to do is I will give that person access to CloneDesk Marketing, and then additionally, I will give that person show rights inside of content. Now, if I want to have a specific person record all the videos that I do, probably the fastest way is going here, click on that person, and then just choose preferred worker here, because that way I just, it's just faster than going through the channels list, but I can do the same thing there. Now, what preferred worker does is inside of the blueprint elements, you have different ways to set up who should work on this. So you have the project owner, which is pretty clear. If somebody has this project owner, he will get the task. If he's blueprint starter, is the person who starts it. And then there's a worker. And worker means that whoever has enough time has, for example, preferred worker rights in a specific channel, and some other things like CloneDesk chooses the best person to work on this. So the person who doesn't have as many tasks as another person, if we have two persons, who has preferred worker rights or has at least show rights. If you don't have access to a specific channel, then you won't get the task. You need to have at least access to one of the channels to be able to to work on a task. There's no way around that. And so through that, you already see how powerful this is, because I can have like micro departments. I could say that I have a person just doing all the video stuff for me. But I can also say I have a person just doing all the record video stuff for me. I can have a manager who has show rights, and I can have a person working on all the record videos by giving him preferred worker rights. If he's not available, then it will just be assigned to the person who has show rights. It's a little bit complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's super powerful, and it's a lot more powerful than all the different other things that you have normally in rights settings and so on. And it's a lot more flexible. Now, where can you set up channels? The only way to set channels is really the blueprint page. So on the general information, you can set up some channels. And the channels that you set up for the blueprint itself define the access rights to that blueprint. So only users with access to content or video can start this blueprint, nobody else. And this prevents people who don't have access to this from starting this. So I don't want to have, for example, the person who does the video recordings, I don't want that person to be able to start this blueprint. But I want the manager in my content department, I want him to be able to start this. And you can set up the different channels for the Blueprint elements to make sure that, first of all, the manager sees this task, and secondly, to make sure that there are people who can work on this. So you can just type any channel here, video, upload YouTube video, for example, right? We will make this a lot easier in the future, but this is how it works at the moment. And that's also the reason why you always have to set up at least one channel, because every task has to be in at least one channel to make sure that at least one person has access to this, besides the organization owner or the project owner. Most of the time he has access, or he should have access, but this makes sure really somebody has access to this. Now, this is pretty much it. One thing that I can point out is that the channels, they also help you work a lot faster. I have explained that in other videos as well, but if I do the video recordings, I just click on record video to do all the recordings, and all at once, like after each other. I don't want to do anything else in the next 2 hours. So what I do is I go to record video. Now you see, I'm working on this video right now. And once I finish this video, there will be 7 other videos that I will be working on. And if I want to see all the videos that I can work on, I have this list with priorities all lined up. And it also gives me an estimation, like how long it'll take approximately. Like in this channel, we don't have estimates yet. We will get them eventually once we know like how long recording of one video takes, then we know that. And this goes for all the other things as well. So if I go to content, I can see all the different content tasks that I have to do. These are all my content tasks now or in the future, and I can do the same for the complete team. And the same goes for prioritize, and also at work, I see everything filtered based on hashtag content. So here you can see all the tasks that I'm on prioritize now. You can see all the workflows that are hashtagged with content because of the blueprint. And the same goes with at work. I get only the content blueprints that I can start. And that's these 4 that we've been using inside of the content section. So for example, help text, publish text on the website, stuff like that. So this is super easy and makes a lot of sense, because now I have my department, I have all the different blueprints in there, and I have the same for every other channel. So now in video, we only have these 2, and whoever has access to video will only be able to start these 2. Okay, so that's that. Have fun with this awesome, powerful feature. You will also be able to filter down on the available blueprints. There's another organization who's doing the video production stuff, and this makes so much fun because now it's super straightforward and super easy to use. So have fun with that.